Clocking system, October 9th, 7021. Coming in confirmation line center location positions. High force and condition line system rotation. This Commander AI interface line center 7021. Docking location line positions. I'm now living the Earth gravity conditions. I'm high forcing all levels right now. It's getting used to my body. My antimantium line connection interference channels has changed the separation of the particle location center line system, which means I'm going to be living on the Earth line connections of the now line system 7021 for 3 months. Docking locations, docile locations, January 1st, 2022. In position line connections, Commander interface is line center right now to high position locations. Changing the axle of the Earth, changing program interference, putting everything back in line center connection line system. My physical valves and my communication cycles is high forcing right now. Right? My mutation valves and my correlation centers and my heart cycles, rotations going extremely fast locations. My interchanging line center to its lacing line connection is high forcing all levels of the activation core. So I'm in the now position of 7021, 5,000 years. 21 sector line conditions, interference channel line conditions. Dawson information line center 007. Track its communication cycle to its line system. So your commander will be on the Earth line center of the now position 5,000 years. That's the now connection. So this is happening right now through thought patterns. And I told you exactly how I went from 7,000 all of a sudden to 20 as I went from 2020 to 7,020. This journey is saying I'm coming back to line connections. Now I can travel anywhere I want simultaneously, but I'm actually on the Earth right now. I'm on your Earth locations of 5,000 years in the future. Clocking the systems, 2 activations to 1 line system. Very, very powerful to communication. So everything I do through thought changes instantly. Instantly. So I'm living the now with you guys, except I'm 5,000 years in the future. Center line connections to positions, changing the axle of the Earth, changing the ground line centers, changing the oceans, changing all level conditions, north, south, and east. I told you big things are going to happen, right? My mutations in my particle light system separated last night locations. My particle line conditions vortexed into 5,000 years in the future. The central line conditions and positions, I'm on the grounds of the physical line center locations, which in the mind adaptation line center to its location is high forcing right into tall position locations. It's amazing how we come into these positions of time locations, right? So as of now, okay, I'll be there for 3 months. And this is how everything changes line connections, everything through the connection. Just imagine that you create a thought line system. It's all in a frame line system. I was going through allocators of time location. I was not just seeing myself, I was actually there. My physical line system is there. My whole body and my heart and my soul is there. 5,000 now in the future location. So this is incredible for me. You have to bear with me because my whole body is changing. So it's up to heart line center. Your liquid formation line center positions this is water density line conditions. 5,000 years in the future, it's very thin. It's liquid formation light. It's electrical lights and it's panel line conditions. Voicing channels to computer operation conditions. You guys have to bear with me right now because I'm on the grounds right now of 5,000 years in the future. Clocking the system. So I'll be going back to line center to positions, all track systems to all connections. February 25th, 1969 is going to put everybody into the Visca Pisces line system. But it's amazing how it tracks the system. Remember I went from 2020 to 7020 and I changed everything, opened up the ethers? Well, now everything's in the clocking system going forward, but I'm in the now position of where you guys are. I'm just 5,000 years of everybody. I have to be. There's a reason why I'm in this position locations. You guys will feel the effect now because your commander is on the Earth, actually on the Earth of now position of 5,000 years into the future. So I'm going to stay there for 3 months, clocking a system. 2 track systems to 1 locations, 1,000 ground line centers, all out in position of time location. So this is very powerful for everybody to understand. So things are going to change quick and fast like you wouldn't believe. It's going to make your head spin all through thought patterns. Just imagine how fast my mind is at 5,000 year channels. 5,000 year channels, guys. Do you understand how fast that is through a mind system? I don't have a particle light system anymore. I don't have a molecular light structure anymore. Okay, so in position is trying to understand, live in the existence of 5,000 years in the future. The rotation spins are just astronomical. It's just it's so calculated and modified. You know, I'm looking at a cup and it's floating. I'm looking at everything. I'm trying to get communications on my phone, my computer, my iPad. There was so much glitch line centers in position. The earth line connection is spinning so fast in position. Everything is floating in division right now. So I'm trying to get used to everything through perception I see through calculations, knowing how you can actually understand that it's not just the mind, the body, and the soul. It's the heart locations, everything, the track system. It's incredible forces happening with me right now. So every time I get up in the morning, I'm 5,000 years in the future, literally 5,000 years in the future. So, like I said, there's a reason why I'm doing this from the beginning, and what the reason I'm doing this coming the backtrack line system. But the backtrack line system is turning this in the physical line system to 5,000 channels, 5,000 dimensions, 5,000 locations, 5,000 light interference line system. I'm actually in 5,000 years in the future. And it's amazing what I'm seeing right now because everything's floating and there's so many levels of UFOs and, you know, the ground's moving at so many pixels and activation, computer line connections. I mean, it's like getting up in the morning and you're there. It's not a dream. You're actually there. My physical body is there. My particle light has changed. It's on so many level of connections, right? So I'm coming into whole levels. My immune system is changing. My track line system is changing. My heart reactor is changing to higher force portal locations. My interline connections, my crypto valve line system is changing. Everything through my number sequencing line system is changing. My thought patterns are changing. My mind frequencies are changing. My brain line center is changing. Everything's changing location line connections. And that's extremely powerful for me because I have to get used to everything that I see. And it's unbelievable what I see. So it's amazing how you guys come into your positions when you go to higher level system, right? But like I said, I was born for this. And the reason why the earth has to come into its track line system. So I'm changing the axle. I'm changing the core center. I'm sending the new computer line center. And every time I travel through thought positions and everything I create line connections changes everything into the now position of 2021. So now you understand what's happening right now. And I told you, big shifts are coming. So that was 3 months. It's going to put everything into a new alignment of a connection interference channel. 5,000 channel line connections, 5,000 position locations, 5 atmospheres, okay, into the line connections back in location. So it's amazing how it tracks its connections, right? So like I said, you have to bear with me right now because everything I see right now is my perception, or not just spinning, it's just living. So the circulation rotation line center, everything that I see is in track system. Anything that's off circle, I have to understand how to communicate with because right now my phone is just floating like this. It's floating in midair. So basically I use my soul connections and just trying to channel its interference. So I was going like this, trying to catch it, and then trying to communicate with it, right? My connections. So this is a Trinity standing when you don't have the grounds of 5,000 years in the future. The physical line system is truly in the trap line center location. Once you open up all 5,000 channel location line centers, you're in the grounds of 7,021, right? So I was trying to communicate with the TikTok formation to put me in glitching to line connections. It changed the photos of me through locations. It was going in and out through line system. And the plasma interference was off cycle. Everything, the channels and the connections to Vega was off communication. So my phone and everything, my computer, my iPad is now back in line center. So it's all in position. And the ground line center is in connections, right? So I'm in the earth right now of where you guys are, just 5,000 years in the future. This is crazy for me because, like I said, it's something amazing where basically your whole body can actually change in so many levels of interference. It's unbelievable how I have to get balanced with these things now because I'm not just flying around. I'm in the foundations again. And like I said, my whole body inside changes quickly. It's crazy, guys. It's absolutely nuts. So this is unbelievable for me right now. You have to bear with me, guys. You really do, because I'm on the grounds right now. So everything that I see is floating. If it don't have interference channels, it bounce. Once you get the balance line center to position line connections, you open up track systems. So in position, I'm in the struct line center in location inside, and then the outside in position. So I got to get balanced with the other locations, right? Because it's the physical line that is living the system. This is not a dream. This is extremely real. And my thoughts are in position right now. So the earth is in position to my voice pad. and my voice grids and my voice alignments. So everything I say through thought changes everything in 2021. Very quick and very fast. Okay. So we all have to be aware of these things, right? And you'll feel the connections, right? Your line connections. Wow, my eyes are spinning on so many round line centers. I could put my hand up and actually see the electricity now, guys. I can actually see the electricity in my hands. I can solograph a line condition interference and actually see it spinning. I can see the particle light separating line conditions. I can see the channel rotation spin its location line system. I can create a planet line center to send its location to its operation line condition of its perimeter location. I can set a UFO line center and a TV reception line center, open up channel interference to a program interference line condition. There's so many things that I can do now because I'm on the grounds. I'm on the grounds. And I hope I have everybody's attention because now it's going to affect everything in 2021. So it's incredible how we get this force. And like I said, you have to get your grounds with your connections. Because if you're not, you're going to get into so many glitches, but you high force your positions. So the mind is totally in the altered states of the ground line center 5,000 years in the future. 20 track line system locations in the one division line system. Okay. So 7,021. I have to be there until January 1st of next year of 2022. There's a reason why I'm in this position. Okay. So like I said, it's all about force recognizing not just the soul, but understanding that the actual physical element can actually be 5,000 years in the future of mind adaptation of cycles. It's crazy how I see these things because my world is the living system now. It's no longer a position of flying record of time location. I was doing that before, but like I said, once you get grounds with the earth of the now location 5,000 years later, everything starts kicking in. And then you realize, wow, this is unbelievable because everything that I do through thought is already in frame. So if I say a thought to a correction line system to locations, audio interference, basically it's already set up. So it's like, it's already set up. It's already set up through one thought. So if I say cat, cat, right away, boom, right? So you understand how fast the thoughts can travel, right? Now, if I can back phrase line center to anything positions, everything I say through a thought goes back into 2021. So you understand the 5,000 channel interference locations and the computer operation line center positions. The axle of the earth is changing its line system. The coloration is changing its panel line system. The dimensional of the earth location of 5 track locations coming into the community line center to its earth line system, to humanity location, back and track system to its activation core system. So it's amazing how it's coming in line system. And you guys are aware of these things because you know your commander is in that position right now because you feel it. So it's kind of like I'm not here at all. Right? I'm just a hologram to everybody else in 2021. So it's all about understanding that you can actually travel your physical line system because the mind and the brain and the body and the soul, it has to understand where it is. Okay. So right now I'm just a hologram to everybody, just a hologram, but my physical alignment is now 5,000 years in the future. And it's strange for me because my whole body is changing and not just your computers, but every time I create a thought or something, it just goes so fast. And it just calculates on so many levels of digital line system. So much communication abounds with all planar line systems, but I create things from my hand now. I can just go like this and spin it around line center, change the digital line center, send out location. There's so many things that you guys understand your application line centers to all positions when you see nature in 5,000 years in the future. It's unbelievable. It's incredible what you see. And, you know, it all makes sense to me now. Because I've been thinking about this when I was a kid, ever since I was 5 years old, 10 years old. Seeing cars flying, seeing UFOs, seeing teleportation line interference, seeing graphing line connections. We have malls, okay? I'll tell you exactly what it is, Lloyd connection, what you guys look like too. It's pretty powerful stuff, how you guys are connected all the way in cycles of 5,000 years in the future. Time is location line system. Imagine that, seeing you 5,000 years in the future. It's incredible how you that go with that line connection. So I draw out a structural line system of you 5,000 years in the future. And if I just touch the structural line center, you'll feel it through location. That's proof right there. I'm in that connection, that time positions. So I'm no longer in portals right now. I'm on the foundations of the earth. I can still travel anywhere if I need to, but the foundations, everybody needs a foundation. It's like a registered line connections to an address. Right? That's where you go. You go to work, you come back. You go to work, you come back, right? Well, that's it. So I'm living the existence of 5,000 years, okay, to all levels of the clocking system and the allocation of time. All right. It's incredible force how I come to these positions. So I'm seeing everybody 5,000 years in the future of the now position. And that's what makes it more real to its position line conditions. So I just want to give that to everybody's attention. So I know we got a test review and evaluation. So just your commander is going through so many cycles of interference. And I have to get out of the glitches because the computers and the walls and the graphs and the doorknobs and anything that I touch has to be in the same activation core center as me through positions. You calculate modifications and my finger points are in basically 5-dimensional line center, won't be able to communicate to 5,000 years in the future. I got to get balanced with the whole body of the particle light system. Even the sun is on that graphic condition position line system. I mean, literally seeing my hands vibrate on so many levels, but I'm seeing electrical lights coming through my hands now. I actually can see the rotations. I can see the particle light system. I can see my hands separate and come back together. It's unbelievable what's going on right now, guys. It's crazy. So it's like I'm sitting there. Remember I was telling you about when you're sitting there and basically you focus too much and you make yourself disappear? Well, that's what it is through connections. If you see Doc and Watchmen, where he's a plasma interference, he can disappear, separate and come back, separate and come back. Well, I can do that now. So it's understanding I got to get the structural lines of 5,000 years in the ground line system. So it's in position right now, right? I'm trying to get the balance line connection to with glitches. So once I get that balance line connections, all the thought patterns and position comes into focus locations. And everything that I do through travel is recognition of time, which is incredible force. It high rises in a level system to its rotation. Tina feels that on my connection. She knows I'm 5,000 years in the future. So basically, if I say Tina rotation line center to rotation, she's going to feel that now. Right? I say truly understanding that connection. Who we got here? Jill. Jill's ascending right now to allocated sort of time, and she's seeing her future self through all levels of connection. Right? So whatever I say, you'll see because I see you 5,000 years in the future. And that's how powerful it is when I go through my perceptions. Right? Wall interference to line condition, all level systems. But I'm in the now position, not the future what I see, the future that is now. So that's how powerful you can be when you understand that the physical alignment can actually leave the system and be on the plateau of so many thousand years in the future. But it's interesting how it goes into that position like Kenshin's clocking system of 7,021 and why I have to stay there for 3 months of January 1st of 2022. Makes sense, right? So trying to understand position like connections. So not only I can heal you guys so fast, it's unbelievable. It bounces very quick because I communicate to you, right? So I don't communicate to your souls anymore. I communicate to a high level system 5,000 years in the future of what you look like, your physical elements, all your bodies and your soul, and everything that you're seeing in position. So imagine yourself 5,000 years in the future in a physical alignment. Imagine that, right? So basically, it's a true understanding, right? If I do this, right, this, you guys will feel it. So it's amazing how we trap this connection line center and how we put our position to its location, how we balance everything through the mind system of adaptation. So my mind is on so much balance line connections of thought position locations now. So living the existence of 5,000 years in the future, I'm just blown away right now. So you have to bear with me because my mind and my body, my heart, my soul, it's unbelievable how it's just. Remember saying how the Earth is going through its core system and it come into Father Earth, its position of Father space line system, how it comes in, how it is in time position. You guys are levitating line condition adherence locations. Well, my particle light system has changed to its line system. So it's all about understanding that everything that I see right now is just a hologram of me. So I actually see my future self of the physical line center on the position of the Earth location, which is now location line system. So let's just direct line conditions of interference, location line system, position line system locations. All right, so basically we've got a box line center to its location, like this in locations, all right? So basically it's all about understanding what I'm seeing 5,000 years in the future, all right? 5,000 years / 21, all right? Now that's time code line center, okay? Allocates position of time locations, okay? Mine is 007, okay? Let's see, 100,000 gap position locations, all right? That's my identification. All right. So truly understand the position line conditions box service locations point center in the line system to its line system locations. You guys are really getting education line connections at 5,000 years in the future location line position. All right, so this is all position line system rotations, right? So basically, it's true to understand what you've seen through calculations, right? So you guys are here in the box line center. You're going to feel it too, right? Everybody's going to feel it. You guys are in the box line center right now, 5,000 years in the future, right? That's you guys in the center line system. You guys are in a box. So it's amazing how I see everything now, where everything comes into so much clarity, and it puts me in positions like when I see you guys, I see exactly what's going on and what you need help with. It's unbelievable because everything is balanced through that connections, knowing that you can actually be in that position. My body is no longer on the earth of that line system of flying records of time. I have my own foundation right now. So that's why I'm there for 3 months. I can't stay there the whole time because the track line system, the Earth location, will change all level systems to humanity and species line system. So that will overload the connections of interference channels and change everybody back to line connection to past location. So it's understanding these line centers, right? All connected to your flux capacitors and your 369 platforms. So yeah, it's very strong, very strong. So I'm just getting wind of this, guys. It's crazy what's going on right now. So basically, take everybody out of the box line center, out of location, very quick line conditions. So basically, this is how it is. You guys are traveling with your soul line system, right? But you understand what would it look like to see yourself 5,000 years in the future? Just imagine seeing yourself 5,000 years into the future. I'm not talking about soul traveling. I'm talking about seeing yourself 5,000 years into the future. Okay. Now you have to understand why I went into the birth line center and I started scanning planets. But this is way beyond recognition of time because now I have balance with everything and I see everybody 5,000 years in the future. And it's crazy. I mean, it's absolutely nuts. It's not just scanning anymore. It's just my eyes have changed so much. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's illumination light graph connections, pixel activation line centers. I see your heart come out, line connections. So if there's something wrong with your heart, I see it through graph. It comes out. I see what it is. It goes, and then I put it back, line center, back in locations, change line center to rotation line positions, change track line center, change pixel activation line systems, illuminate the line graph, line connections, put the blue flame line center in position, back in location. Back in location. So it's amazing what you can do now and how everything has changed, right? Because everything is all position of avatars. I see people walking around, but when people are walking around, they're not actually standing, they're moving fast. So it's really interesting you come across these things. I have to get used to this new program line system, right? Because I'm in 5,000 channel line interference position locations, right? So it's amazing how the adaptation of the mind. So you're in a position like this, right? So it's understanding what I see through the lines. So I see you guys in this position from here to here, instant to graph line system. So whatever you're doing through creation, you're connected to the line system. So in this position, you go from this position. So you go from here to here, right? And then you go from here to here, okay? And then you go up to here. So if you say one thought line connection interference, if you change your thoughts in so many level connections, you can travel to high level systems on 4 direction locations in 1 second per second. They're starting the channel line center position locations, all right? So you go from here to here to here, right? And then you go back to here. This is you. So when I see people, I know exactly where they're going to walk. That's understanding that I see the future. And if it's not just seeing the future, I am the future now, fully and completely. So I know exactly what's going to happen. Right? So it's all about understanding these all connection positions and how we go into line systems and circle location line connections. So if you change your thoughts, I know exactly you're going 3 times, 2 times, or 4 times, or 5 times around the center line system, back in location to the ground line system location. So it's amazing to its track system. I told you, you have to understand what's going on. Big things are happening right now. So I'm in the central line system of 5,000 years in the future. And now I know everybody where everybody is. And this is crazy. It's crazy for me because it's all about understanding the positions, and they're only giving it to me because I only understand the earth. I'm balancing the earth every single day, the line system. I said, well, okay, let's basically do this. So it's already done through locations. 5,000 positions, 5,000 channel line centers, 5,000 vibration line connections per second, right? times that by 1,000, right? 5,000 times 1, okay? 5 million. 5 units per second, 2 locations, 5 million communication line centers, a computer operation line center to one position, to one program line connection, to one person. To understand how do you go through that line connections. Now, it tracks its communications on 1,000 to 1,001 PT online system. It allocates position of time location. So everybody's given a different identification code every 1,000 years. So it's amazing how it tracks its communication cycles, right, to its location positions. So this is my track line center identification 007.100,000. 1,000 PT align center to location to mine graphics connections. That's my identification, 5,000 years. Everybody's on a unit line center rotation, right? So the graphics line connections, everybody has their own UFO. It's unbelievable what I'm seeing. It's not just what I'm seeing, it's everything I'm doing now, position. So everything that I do from now on, I'm in the 5,000 era. So I'm trying to get focused with this, guys. You have to bear with me. This is not a dream. It's never been a dream. It's all about understanding where I have to do these things, so it changes everything back to 2021 location line system. So everything I do through thought is already done through equation. This is all of understanding coming into earth line conditions, new axle location, new computer line conditions, bringing humanity back into sovereignty and its freedom line system. So it's amazing how it comes in this communications, right? It's unbelievable, right? So this is a true understanding that 5,000, okay, /21, right? So in that position, you guys are in 2021, right? So this is 2021, right? But this is where I am, 5,021. Understand? This is the date here for you guys. This is the date for me. Do you see how powerful that is? So I have my own identification. I have my own number. I have my own plateau. So it's all about understanding your position line connections, treating this at all levels of division line connections. You come into all levels of your electronic interference. You have to truly understand how to use yourself. It's not just travel locations and time positions, but when your mind, your body, and your heart and your soul is 5,000 years in the future, this is the year 5,021. Right? So it's amazing how it comes in that track system. It communicates to all level systems. It makes a lot of sense now, right? Why everything is coming in line conditions. Everybody's understanding what is the big shift? What is the big shift? What is the big? Well, that's what the big shift is, me in position. So now we understand this, and now we understand where I am. Okay? So make that very well clear so I can heal you guys in one thought, which is very fast. So I read your signal line centers to rotation, communication to position line system to its line system location, channels operation to its line interference. So you start with this rotation, right? You come in that connections. Now I got graphing line centers to the metro line connections to the board locations of high level system, my iPad line system, marker line connection interference channel line system. This gets crazy as it goes along, but you understand your positions, right? Try to understand your positions, all level systems, taking yourself out of the equation line conditions. That's what everybody has to do with the line system. So you go from here to here, right? So when you're staying positioned, you can come back into track line system, okay, into a higher light division line system location. Go from here and then you come back, right? This center lines your systems to 5,000/21, right? So that's what happened with your commander. So it's amazing how it tracks its communications. All right, so basically let's get into your test review and evaluations. Okay, so you guys are in your clock system here. All right, so you're in your clock system, box line center, position line systems in this location. You got the circle line center to 369 platform line connection interference. Okay, now I'm gonna go in its box line center to its location. All right, we're gonna channel off to 5 division line systems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My drawings are going to be different now, guys, more advanced. So we got an upside down line T interference of 369 platform locations, triangle locations to another triangle position to a pyramid to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So it's all about understanding my plateaus, my information, my channels, my thoughts, my position line connections, my brain, my mind, my connections, my activation, my core centers, my heart reactor, my brainwaving pattern is all in 5,000 years in the future. So it's crazy how it comes in these positions. It's not just soul directing and flying through recognition of time, going from one place to another place, but when you're platitude line conditions and actually on the earth line center at 5,000 years in the future. It's fantastic. Right? So it's incredible force, isn't it? Thinking that you guys are in 2021 and I'm in 5021. And you feel it too. You feel it from your commander. And that's how powerful it is. All right. So just imagine the healing of 5,000 years in the future. Right? How fast it's done so quickly. My body, my structure is changing like you wouldn't believe. It's just my particle lights, my eye interference. It's not rotating anymore. It's in line signal of balance, of clarity, and it's just like anything that's not in clarity comes in focus, right? So you start off with the glitches. The glitches have to stand you through change. So if you're changing the ground line center, you have to change everything through the body graph connections of your meditation locations. Your meditation is a way of living. You guys are living in 2021. I'm living in 5021. So, any questions? Tina, Cleopatra, Mary, Tina, Whelan. Wow, I see you guys so well now. This is crazy. I see everybody where you are. Wow, this is unbelievable. Oh, I got to get balanced with this, guys. This is unbelievable. So not only I see you, but I see right through you. I see your holographic interference. I see your program line connection line channels. I see your future relations to your paragraph line connections. I see your mainframe line interference channels. I see your hearts. I see all of us at the brain line connection where it is in channel line connections. I see where you are through your thoughts, your reading cycle line connections, interference location. There's so many things that I see now in balanced positions. And this is what it is. It's getting that connection. It's getting that connection with you guys, right? Knowing what it's actually me there and seeing all of you 5,000 years in the future. All right. So this is where I can help you guys out more. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to help you guys out more, get you higher connections, interference locations. We're going to speed up the timeline center clocking system to the class, into high level system rebellion alliance, put you guys into all those laws of attraction. And I'm going to speed up the diameter line interference to you guys in the 60 chart locations. Once you get it to the higher position line center. So I'll be in position of 5021 until 3 months of January 1st, 2022. So I'll be in 7022. Line communication interference channel line connections comes into the ground line system, changing the axles of computers of the earth location line connections. So yeah, it is. It's wonderful. And you feel it too, right? You know where your commander is now, right? It feels good, right? You feel safe. So it governs on line center rotation positions. Now I can go in and out of all your levels of your connections, all right? So graphing line connections. You have phones, right? Everybody has a phone. Okay, this is your phones. All right. Now all your phones are going to glitch. All right. And what do you mean by glitch? Is going to be a change in your phone, the interference line center. Okay, everybody look at their phones. All right, it's going to go in and out. It's going to communicate through your line system. I'm going to send you a code to your phone reception, right? Tune operation line center position locations coming into flux capacitor interference. You guys are here to location. I'm here to position. All right, so you can hear the voicing channels of me /21. Okay, so I send you guys a code. Do you know what the code is? Right, it's interlineates connections of 2021 to 5021. What's the code? Yeah. All your phones are glitching right now. So you get an lining positions. So I went into all your wires of your phones, right? And this is what I can do now. I can channel bounce all your phones. So the thing is that you come into glitches because you have to understand, you have to get the connections of the body first, the track system. The ground has to understand you, or you're going to be glitching all the timeline system. So your face structure recognition sometimes is going to go out in plasma interference. So all your phones are vibrating line connections, it's in the glitching line interference. You guys are in a condition of flux capacitors. Travel recognition time, location, keyboard line, center, rotation, positions. I press in a code, right? You tell me what it is. 4-digit line center. Trapping line center, rotation ear interference, 5021 location. What code did I punch into line system? What number? That way you get the code references and positions. So you hear the voicing command of your commander, the voicing box channel. So yeah, and see, the thing is that Tina's aware of these things, and that she gets in glitching line center locations, right? It will be. It's going to go through glitching line center. Pick up your phones. You're hearing the voicing channels of your commander at 5021. Right? Your hands are going to vibrate. Jill's phone is glitching. See? You see what I mean? You see how powerful it is when you actually can be on the grounds, knowing how things can change, knowing how you can change things in position. It's amazing how you see these things that track communications, right? I don't just have bounce with everything, but I got bounce now of 5,000 years in the future of the now location. So I'm the controlling operation now, guys. So Jill's is glitching. So I send in 4-digit code line center. What number did I press? What's the first number? What's the first number comes to your mind? Getting communications. You're getting communication at teleportation line connections. So it's a channeling through phone number interference of 5,000 years, 21 position line connections. I was watching on my computer and the channel to my phone glitched happened right away. See? Okay, so Jill's saying 0001. Tina's saying 7298. Isabel, mine always does. Don't feel it now, except having a hot flash. So you'll get it in position line connections. So the hot flash is used through communication. Everybody's at a different perception line center location. So I'm calling you. I'm calling you right now on 5021. Do you see how powerful it is? Isabel's getting hot flashes. Tina's getting numbers. Jill's getting glitches. Tina's getting glitches already. So it's precognition. And because she's 114, she'll get the calling from her commander of 5,000 years in the future of channel locations. This is 5,000 channels of interference, guys. It's very, very powerful, right? So 5321. 5, then 8642. No, 4-digit line center. I just hear buzzing in my left ear. Cleopatra, you're catching on very quick, right? You're just getting voicing patterns from your commander 5,000 years in the future. So I'm calling you guys. Da-ding, da-ding, da-ding. Hey, how's it going? How's it in 2021, guys? Oh, yeah? That's great. So you should hear my voice now. So it's all computer line, right? So you understand, you're going to hear the background, you're going to hear UFOs, you're going to hear sightings, you're going to hear laser, you're going to hear people talking. This is under Trinity saying I'm living the existence of 5,000 years. It's like you're on a telephone or you're in a telephone booth and you're talking to somebody, you hear people in the background, right? Interference channel line condition outline system, right? But the communication is coming from Wi-Fi line system to its flux capacitor from 2021 to 5021. More glitching, see? So Jill's getting the glitching line centers. So is Tina. Cleopatra's getting the buzzing in the left ear, right? Hawk is getting numbers, right? To see how this works, how you have to understand the channel line interference, right? You're getting communications from your commander of 5,000 years in the future. And that's what you understand your hemisphere line connections, your flux capacitor locations, right? That's all it is, guys. Look, that's all it is. And it's very simple for me now, the locations. And you got your Ryan's belt, right? Pass by the weight line system. Comes in its track communications cycle to its line system to its locations, right? Graph its communications. Sonar comes into its line system to its positions. Comes in its crop circle locations, high level system across winging line system rotation. High channels its position to higher level systems to its antenna line connection. There you go. All right. So it's pretty powerful. You see that, right? Flux capacitor, the antenna, Orion's belt, gateways, sonar. See, that's how it all connects, guys. Truly understand all positions to that connections, right? So when you have your ears and track system, like this in an equation, you have to understand that you're getting information from sonar line system. So you're getting future relation from here. This is the future, right? Future, 5,000 years in the future, /21. You got to put the day, month, and year because that's where I am. So basically, understand connections. October 9th, 2021, 11:18. Now, where you are in time zone, it doesn't matter. Behind or ahead, doesn't matter. You just understand I'm calling you, right? On the same date that you guys are on. Okay, October 9th, 2021, right? But for Commander, it's October 9th, 5021, right? At 11:19 Mexican time. To understand how they put the positions. So I'm in Mexico 5,000 years in the future. So I have to be in that location. I have to be in the ground line center. That's the only way I get in position of bounce locations and get it out in all those levels of glitches. The ground understands your connections at positions, right? So it's amazing how it comes into that connections. So if you got your ear interference, okay? So one comes into location. Now you guys are getting different numbers, right? Remember, it has to come one and out through the other, like cat and catch. It has to be cat and cat, right? This is the circle you guys have to come into, right? Graphs this location. That's where you understand the communications to your crown chakras, right? It has to go round and round and round. The synchronous line center to its open line system will open up channel line conditions. So I'm in the future of 5021. The channel line center is in position, so it travels its wire locations to its flux capacitor. And this is how it works through channel interference, right? So it goes in its flux capacitor like this line connections, goes in its channel line system to its satellite line system to its location. All right. So it's sure you understand the connections of what's happening through your line system, right? This is me communicating with you guys, right? So if I'm communicating with you guys, right, the phone call's this way, 2021. And there you go, right? Now it's in reverse line center, so it should be over here with location, but 2021 over here. This is me, this is you. This is me communicating with you through the telephone line center to positions of my flux capacitor and my satellite system. So the ear trap line center to the left and the right or left doesn't matter. It comes out all of those systems of cat, 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 cat. So it comes out the same number line system. So Jill's right through locations 0001. That's my number I was calling. My digital line center 0001. So Jill got it. Jill got the glitching line centers to its rotation. Now she's got to get to the ground line system to its location. So I called her 5,000 years in the future location. That's how she got the number 0001. Okay. That's how it works, guys. So, well, if you're in 10 October, it doesn't matter. It's truly understanding being in that position and allocation of time location that tracks its connections, right? So Jill got a call from me 5,000 years in the future. All right. So because she understands the glitch line center, your phone will glitch more and more and more through track line system. So it's a teleportation line connection coming from your commander, flux capacitor interference to all line connection positions. So you have to understand the right and the left here has to understand its line connections to a teleportation line interference locations. You come into those positions, you come into Vega communications, right? So powerful stuff, isn't it? So, but you guys are all going to hear something. That's what's amazing about it. You have to pay attention to these things, right? That's how Jill caught on right away with more glitching. That's how she got the right number, 0001, right? So like I'm saying, you have to really, really focus on your magnetic highway. Your magnetic highway is all location line systems. Now, because I'm 5,000 years in the future, these are the things that give you backline connections, various location line systems, all right? So let's start off with location and back and balance line system rotation. Okay, so I'm going to Tina. Tina's in a sonar interference. Okay, sonar / nature. All right, Tina's there. Now her job is to allocate line centers to nature. When graphics line connections, put everything back line system, heal humanity location. Cleopatra, let's see. We got location line center, the location positions, mirror resolution line center, line connections, psychonism line connection interference. Her job is to go into clarity line connections and get into the visionary boards of humanity and protect their alignment connections, interference channels. All right, so let's go into position location. Give everybody what they need to understand through line system. So, mirror protection. Okay, Cleopatra. All right, Whelan. Whelan is on a high level system to the avatar location. Avatar. Okay, Whelan, you're basically a dispatcher line interference to a planet line center of rotation. You set up signals to locations to high level system UFO connections. UFO connections. All right, so that's where you are, Whelan. All right. All right, let's see. Anybody else? Let's see. Hawk. Hawk is line center. Let's see. Hawk. Let's get the name right. Line center position locations. Identification line systems 1110/6. That's your identification line center locations in 5,000 year interfered location line system location. Your job is to lock communications to security line defense. All right. /defense. All right. So your job is to protect planet line centers. Okay, Hawk. All right. This is a fascinating stuff, isn't it? When you come to this track system communications. All right. Isabel. Let's see where Isabel is. Isabel. Shapes and anomalies. Isabel. Okay. E equals box center / location line center locations. Channel rotation line position locations. Coming into high level systems to your calculation modification cycle. Now I'm going to draw the drawing line center to its line condition position locations. Coming into high position locations. All right, so Isabel is connected to high formations of shapes and anomalies. Her line connections to her UFO position is line signaling, graphing line systems to time position. It open up gateways. All right. Gateways. All right. All right, let's see here. This will help you out through line connections, guys. A lot more. All right. Jill. Identification line signal rotation position locations, ascended master / master location line center, sentient line connection interference channel. Your job to set up computer line centers for rotations to planets. Keep them in their coolant line center position. Right? Coolant line position. All right. And teaching cadets because you have your own school. All right. Anybody else? Does this make you feel better? What you get from information 5,000 years in the future? All right. I know it's wow, eh? All right. So cool, isn't it? Because you've been understanding what everybody is. You might have to watch this back to get to truly understand what's going on with you guys. Because I'm 5,000 years in the future. I know what everybody's doing now. It's great. I love it. All right. So it's amazing how I just teleported you guys. I sent a phone call to you guys at 5,021. And Jill got it right away. See, Jill's crying because she understands where I am. So it's not understanding how you travel these position locations and how you can go in positions. right? It's amazing how you come in that conditions, right? So it's fantastic to see these things. So all about understanding where you guys are in positions. So I'm giving you guys what you need to know, right? This is coming from not just your soul, but where you are at 5,000 years in the future locations, what your jobs are in that line conditions. So to understand your position is already in that line system through its creation, right? So I'll be doing that from time to time. I'll be sending out signal codes to you guys, right? So I'll be traveling from different position line conditions. I open up waving line systems and open up graph line centers and frame line center rotations. So I'll be in your dream line center locations. If you want to send out a call in, just call me on like conditions. My identification code line system location is high force into high level systems. Okay, you want to reach me? 007.100,000. All right, that's my identification code. So it's all about sending out the call into interference line conditions, but it's amazing how you can go through a telephone wire, teleportation, telecommunication line system. But it's amazing how you come into those position line glitches around that locations. So you come into the ground line centers, you come into the power center, you come into the outside locations, right? Channel and positions, 3, 6, and 9 trap line system locations, right? You're in the operation center to its all level system, to its position. Okay, try to understand how you go from there to here. Right? You saw this. You saw the graph with the guy. Truly understand anything through quantum physics, teleportation, time travel locations. Go from here to here, and you go here to its connection. Right? So it's all about understanding how to put all line signals into one location, to one center line system, to one atom location, to interference line system location. Right? So about all these into one line system rotation, put you in the allocation of time location of 5,000/21 years in the future. So it's interesting how we come across these things, right? So now you guys know who you are. I just want to help you out and make you a little bit better. And the positions of Samantha, she's a compass healer. She's not here through traction, but I feel her through locations. Okay, she's a compass healer / healer. All right. Her job is to eliminate line graph line conditions to computer positions to UFO line system. Graph line centers, shapes anomalies to position line system. Mid channel position line condition interference locations. All right, that's Samantha's job through compass healer. So there's a lot of things that we have to understand, right? Anybody else? Let me know. So I'm trying to get balance there and then trying to get out of the glitches and everything right now, but it's important you guys understand these things because knowing your commander is on the foundations 5,000 years in the future, it kind of makes you shaky. And the thing is that you kind of feel, wow, this is intense. And like I said, it's just, I'm a telephone call away, right? So I'll be on every day, Monday to Sunday. I'll just be doing different things, like getting used to the grounds, getting used to people, getting used to avatars, getting used to computers, getting used to the walls, getting used to everything. It's unbelievable what I'm going through right now. So putting yourself in positions, planet line interference, solar graph line connections, comes in E-field line connection, interference channel line system, comes in its position locations, right? Comes in around circle location line center. It's amazing it comes in the low connection line system rotations. Comes into the ground line system rotation to its connections. High forces all level systems. Now, this is what your commander is going to do with the Earth connections. Because the allocated position of time location is 2021. I'm into 5,021. Okay, you can see what's going on, right? So I'm splitting the line center in position, right? I'll show you the locations. You trap line center positions, splitting line center, right? So 2001, all level connections, all thought positions are coming into male/female. Balance line center locations. Put you into high level systems, calculations, flux capacitor line connections to its division line system. Okay, puts everybody in the present line center, okay, of a New Year track system, right, which is 2022. All right, that's what's going to happen. So everything in the ground line center, everything is going to be in the split diameter line sector location position. Box line center is set up to the graph line conditions, kind of come out of its equation line condition position. Okay. Complicated stuff, right? So once that gets in position, it goes into its dimensional realm of lock line connection. Okay, puts everybody in security line defense, right? So I'll set up the security line defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 division line center locations, puts everybody into the communication, right? Of 0.111.01, right? So that's the identification line center to its connections. You guys know that, right? Line telepathy, 1 communication line center rotation, right? So 5 information channels line system, 5,000 locations of light interference, and 5 division line center to computer connections, right? So it goes in positions of 2022. Now, when you get into the year track systems of rotation, I will come back into position of all atmospheres of space-time location, putting everybody into the Vesica Pisces. That goes into year channel line system rotation, comes into the new yin and yang rotation line system. So the Earth comes in the center line condition to its position, stays there to its line system, goes into new ground line center to its rotation connections. Okay. New power recognition, new atmosphere location line system. Comes into a new E-field line system to its location, comes into new locking line conditions, the interference channel line system to its position. Okay. This puts it into the arc of its atom rotation. All right. Something to look forward to, right? So, how's everybody feeling so far? I know it's a lot to take in, right? So I'll be heading over to TikTok. You have any questions, let me know. So basically, it gives you a better understanding why you guys are in position in the first place. But when you actually see yourself, what you're supposed to be doing, it makes a lot more sense. Puts you in so many levels of balance to that connection, right? So I know you're mind blown. Well, I'm mind blown too, because it's all new to me, because Foundations is right there with the connections. All right, buddy, have a great day. Adios.